I hear that, and I definitely take that suggestion. But what I'm trying to understand is, this particular playlist, which has, and I'm trying to direct towards content in itself. If you follow what I'm saying, you mentioned content at the very beginning. So I'm trying to see,
Right.
you said that there were many secrets. You knew that there were many secrets in the Quran. I mean, can you
Oh yes.
elaborate? Can you elaborate on that?
Why not? Why not? I can elaborate you in many ways. Let's say, for example, science have proved that the human production is made of, a clotted blood, and that is actually is stated in Quran, right? So let's take it that way. I'm also a Muslim. I'm using a pseudonym here. Okay, so I'm also a Muslim. So I know what Quran is all about, and I know what type of secrets Quran have.
You're a Muslim.
Right? Now the first
Well,
secret that the Quran has revealed. Let's say, for example, Iqra, like study. Iqra bismika allazi khalaq, right? Allah created you, and then Allah have actually tell people about how He have created you. So this is one secret. Um, the way that Rasulullah have chosen to go for Miraj, that is the place where NASA actually took that reference, and they have sent their rockets as well to that direction. Where do you think that information came from? That came from directly from Quran, and they, there are still a lot of secrets about the other dimensional life that Quran have stated. So when you're saying, if I understand Quran, I really do understand Quran. Yes, I do. I've, I've read Bible as well.
no,
I'm very fond of
don't get me
studying
wrong.
more.
It was, you know, we're
I'm not getting you wrong at all. I'm just telling you that, okay, brother, I'm also Muslim. I understand what you're
but
talking
I didn't.
about, and
Well,
I know
well.
the importance of this.
First of all, then, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Walaikum salam. Walaikum salam.
Okay,
How are you?
Alhamdulillah. So I didn't know that. Now that's definitely a big secret of the Quran. Yeah, that's a
That
secret
is
of
one
the
of the biggest,
Quran.
yeah.
Right, you
Mm-hmm.
actually begin to let me know that you are a Muslim because of this question about the secrets of the Quran, right?
Why would I not tell you that I'm a Muslim? Because I can't lie to you. That's one of the major pillars of being a Muslim. That's why I told you that I'm using a pseudonym and I'm Muslim.
Well,
Right? It makes sense.
well, no. See, I'm not. What you're saying does make sense. It's just that we were speaking, and I didn't know that you were Muslim. Like we were speaking for a while until we got to this particular
Yeah.
point on the Quran. So that, but moving on, no, no problem, no problem. Just moving on because the channel is really important for me to understand if it's what the entire population need, all the members need for this. So I'm trying to understand this particular playlist says secrets of the Quran USA. How, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, and remember we're talking about the message and we're talking about getting it to the population. Secrets of the Quran. So
Right.
on this one playlist, how do you see the potential there, or what type of content? You mentioned the visual, which was good, but I want to understand better, your immediate relationship to this particular playlist.
Well, I have actually gone to certain channels that are doing the same thing, and they have a lot of differences. Let's say, for example, when they are trying to, educate audience who are interested to know about more about the secrets in Quran, or maybe let's take this topic as an example. Um, Look, they have a very professional way of introducing what they're trying to explain. They have a very professional way of introduction to the topic they're actually referring to. So what they do is they actually create a content, even if it's not visibly, too acquainted, but it actually making sense all the way. Your content is making sense, And the thing that I want to add here is that, let's say, for example, you go to Facebook or any other place. So people, most of the time, they pass a lot of time, let's say, for example, on Instagram, on Facebook, or maybe other social media channels. But what they're doing is they're not only marketing or optimizing their social media on YouTube, they're also opting to work on Facebook, which already have somewhere around, let's say, for example, XYZ number of people on Facebook, so they have easy access to everything. Other than that, you have YouTube on your phone, you have Facebook on your phone. Let's say, for example, take a life of a person who is like 20 years old, right? What they're doing, they are actually socializing themselves virtually by using social media networks, because life is kind of like a lot of busy for many people, or maybe they have a lot of leisure time. That's why they are actually using their time to socialize with people, exploring online mediums. And Facebook and YouTube are one of the main online mediums. So what happens is, like, people are getting a little bit of more interactive and connecting their YouTube channels to social media, so like Facebook, and they are routing two-way traffic from the YouTube to Facebook and from Facebook to the YouTube. So, which is making a cycle of people getting to know them more. Why? Because they are giving a proper explanation about the content that they are visualizing, and they are providing a video content for, and then they actually pretty much active on comments, pretty much active on engaging people on their channel, pretty much active on educating people, and definitely there are all types of people come onto your channel. So I actually am inspired by this one channel I would like to mention here, and the channel name is Merciful Servant. If you get to check out that channel, you will find the channel is not too much different from you. All right, it is a little different. Of course, it is a little different, but they are actually providing the data where people wants to listen to it. People wants to know more about it. Let's say, for example, if we go about back in days, you heard about that documentary called The Arrivals.
Um,
Have you ever heard of?
I'm not familiar now.
Okay, no problem. So what happened is, like, since now you are mentioning some secrets, I must say that you heard about a Gog and Magog, right? And Surah Kahf, when you get to learn about Zulkarnain and all of these, what happened, all the incidents that happened, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Right. So what is more in depth or insight about those topics? Can you surely tell me where is the origin place of Gog and Magog? Can you tell me that?
The original place would be in current day Sham area, but go ahead.
Right. I mean, this is what people want to know. People don't know that. Most of the people don't know that. Most of the people don't even know that what they're having a concept of falling angels, and they were not falling angels, right?
Right.
And people have a strong belief in that. I'm talking about, since you're talking about the all US, so let's not target only Muslims, and we need to renew their iman and make sure that they know what they're into and they know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
That is a different type of education. I'm talking about overall education. When you talk about taking a bird view, you have everyone here. We have atheists, we have pagans, we have Christians, we have Jewish, we have Muslims, we have Buddhism, we have Hindus, we have everyone.
That's
Am I
correct.
making sense?
That is absolutely correct. So, how do you see the secrets? And being that we are in the United States and we're talking about the United States, how do you see the secrets? And it says the secrets of the Quran in the United States. How do you see the secrets of the Quran in the United States being a benefit to the entire United States?
I see that with some concrete content. I see that with a lot of presentation. If I am to make such videos, I would be more keen towards how I am representing them, what sense I'm making. Am I going, specific to only Muslim Ummah? Am I going, or am I going to teach everyone who is interested to know that what the Quran teaches us, what secrets we have?
Absolutely.
I
So
will be
we.
going.
Mhm.
I will be going in a way where no one will feel uncomfortable talking about Quran and the secrets the Quran have.
Very
I will
good.
have a different mentality than what you have at the moment. Why? Because I want everyone to at least listen to my first 30 seconds of video. And if I have their interest for 30 seconds, I will definitely have their interest for the next 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes video. And this is not only fascinating, this is something you are teaching someone what they don't know.
Very good. I just have one other question when it comes to the channel, and that is, if you look at content, if you can, just look at the maybe like the last video or so, and you'll see there it says Al Hajj from 61 on. It says homework is essential. Do it more than party little. Um, what do you make of this? I mean, what do you make of this type of content? If you look at this, it says refer to Kunya Abu Amir, but just
I haven't gone through that particular video that you're
right.
referring to. So um, I will have to go through that video in total to give you an insight on that.
Okay. So,
To give you an insight on that.
the title of the video is what I'm asking about. So we're just talking about titles here. I didn't when I meant one more question, I didn't mean that would. This is like the last area of questioning. This last,
No, no,
yeah, just with like where it says the title. The title of the video is hashtag Al Hajj from 61 on. Homework is essential. Do it more than party little. What do you make of that statement?
I think that's a good that's a good title, but it's a little lengthy title. Either you give it a little lengthy title, or either you be more precise.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Online visitors, online dwellers,
Mm-hmm.
they want to see impact in 3 words, 4 words. Your
Mm-hmm.
topic is your topic is very important here. You're
Right.
talking about Hajj. You're talking about Hajj, and it's a very important topic,
Okay.
right? Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so the title needs to be a little precise. We can't go by having a lot of long titles. I see that you have long titles, but there's a reason for that, and I see that reason. When
Okay.
I come into the, let's say for example, uh, I just opened the one video that you have, which is actually the first video of Seekers of Quran. Okay, this is the first video I'm looking at right now.
Mm-hmm.
When I see show more, I don't see anything that can relate to that video.
Okay.
And this is where I'm saying that
What is the
profiling is very
video?
important.
What does the video say particularly?
It says Quranic unity reading
All right.
competition.
So, well, comprehension. It says
Yes,
Quranic,
comprehension.
right? Reading comprehension. Tajreed 001. Long live the Quranic revolution. And may
Exactly.
Allah. Hold on a minute. And may Allah accept. And it has a love symbol. I mean, Mujtahidu Sharif symbol or somebody. So yeah, what about this? So Quranic unity reading and comprehension. Um,
Right.
so you're saying that this is
Comprehension is like
uh
comprehension is not written in full form, which gives me a feel that it's like maybe a competition of people reading Quran.
oh, I
I'm
see.
not
So
getting it.
maybe you're thinking okay. So comprehension. All right. How about the tajweed? It
Yes,
has in parenthesis tajweed 001. So what does that
that
give
is
you?
fine.
Okay.
That is fine. That is giving me okay. This is what I'm actually referring to. You pinpoint with what I'm referring to. That makes sense.
That does make
That
sense.
makes sense.
Okay. Now here's the
When
biggest.
I'm talking about the show more option here, the video does not only comes with the title. The video comes up with a total bifurcation about what the video is all about, or at least a little bit of summary about what that video is all about. So you have videos, and you have lots of videos on your channel, but all of those videos needs a little bit of description, and that is what's missing right now.
I
That is
see.
what's missing right now.
All
Yes,
right.
I see some good comments over here. I see a couple of comments. I know that we can have more people talk about it, build a community, and spread the rightful message. Right? This is what you want to achieve, and you want to tell people in US that what Quran have and what Quran has to offer,
Good.
what
Good.
life Quran has to offer.
What is this?
So
What is this? Long live the Quranic revolution. How is that even? How is that supposed to benefit anybody?
How is that not
Yeah,
supposed to
Quranic.
benefit
Yeah,
anybody?
well,
You
I
have to
don't. I
understand.
mean, what is a Quranic revolution?
What do you think that is?
You're
Let
asking.
me ask you that. What do
so,
you think of that?
so,
What do you
so,
think of that?
so. Wait a second. You're doing the analysis on this, and you're asking me, but you're the one doing, aren't you? Didn't you say the content would be something that you'd be able to market? Because that's what this is. This is a Quranic revolution. So, do you understand what a Quranic revolution means?
I do understand what that means.
Okay, so why don't you go
Yes,
ahead and elaborate for me what you think it means or what you feel it means? Either way, fine to me.
absolutely. So the revolution is not only, I would say, a fundamental change, right? Or let's say, for example, or any recreational thing for mankind. This actually is a sense, and it's actually provided to us by Prophet Muhammad, right?
Alayhi salatu wassalam.
So, right, and then Quran was revealed on him, right? And whatever he heard from Gabriel, he translated that. Or maybe he actually gave word to word about what Allah has to say to us. Maybe some direct messages to him, some direct messages to the people who were not following him, who were against him, who were against Islam, who were against everyone. So Quran actually gave two parts, the right part and the wrong part, and gave you all the results beforehand. That this is what you're going to do, this will happen. This is what you're going to do, this will happen. So it is a fundamental understanding that what Quran is actually is. It's not only a revolution for for you and me. It's for everyone. It's for everyone. And that's why I like the idea you going all over US, not only talking about Muslim communities.
So are you saying that a revolution does go cross borders? Because Muslims are everywhere.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So this is a Quranic.
We are
I
almost
mean,
everywhere.
okay, no. Muslims are everywhere. Because remember, I mean, and it's important that you actually did cite, which I liked very much. You brought up Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam. That's our brother, you see. And so this revolution really began before us. But the point of the matter is that uh, even one who does not say that they're Muslim, they could be doing deeds of a Muslim. They could be doing actions of a Muslim. One who does not even say that they're Muslim, they could be doing deeds and actions of them. They still belong to the Ummah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You understand?
I
Um,
do understand, and there are a lot of people who are like that. I have
Allah.
seen and experienced a lot of people like that.
A lot of people, yes,
They are being kind
yes.
to people. They are being kind to their elders. They are doing all good deeds. They are kind to even animals. And this is what Quran tells us. This is what our Prophet Sallallahu tells us to do,
Sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
didn't he?
Sallallahu
And
alaihi
this is
wasallam.
not only a message for, let's say, I'm just saying that he was Rahmatul Alameen for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that exists from the skies, beneath the earth, beneath the oceans, he was Rahmatul Alameen for everyone. Right? Even an ant, even an elephant, even a whale, fish, birds, everything that flies, everything that goes, that lives underwater, everything that lives beneath the earth, everything that lives outside our sphere. We don't know that. So whatever we know it from Quran. We know it from the life of our prophets. So that it all does make sense now. So the concept here is, I know it's very deep. It's not very easy to comprehend and portray to the people that you are trying to.
No,
Otherwise, you
it's
could have done it yourself.
well, you know,
But
I can.
that has to be done in the right manner. We have to understand, not only from Quran as well as from the life of our Prophet that we have to make a balance between our Islam and the current world we live in. Right? You're a Muslim yourself. You are located in US, right? Don't you have to hide your eyes when you see something that is not you're supposed to see? And we will to haram and halal later. I'm not just talking about the main ethics.
Yes, this is Amr bil Ma'ruf wa Nahy anil Munkar. You know, if you're seeing something, if you
Exactly,
hear things that.
exactly. I can relate to that.
Hmm. Hmm. So
Exactly.
this is the message. You know, the message is the Quranic revolution, something in which must be done from the Quran on the basis of that, in which it explained itself by Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Jibril alayhi salatu wasalam is there also. But the point of the matter is that this message, is it better off with YouTube to begin with? I mean, how many thousands are you talking about? You have a lot of videos here. You know, I mean, if
We
you're
do have a
willing
lot of
to,
videos
you have a
here.
lot
We
of
do have a lot
videos.
of videos here.
So is it?
And to go through all of those videos, it might take time. To optimize all of these videos, it might take time. So it's going to take a little bit of time.
Yeah. So that's
I will
probably
never give
like
you
how
any verdict
much.
without going through the
Right.
video.
No, I understand, and
Yes.
that's why I don't want to just look at it. And I don't think it's going to take a month, which I would love for it to take sooner the better. I think you do get accounts or channels where they don't have as many videos. They have small, and you're like, wow, great. This one should not take too long, but this is a lot of videos. You know. So
And this is the point I'm actually telling you in my initial conversation that if you even see that people have like less content on their channel, their content is either optimized in a way that is more representable, that you find it like good to hear, maybe something in the background, maybe, and your videos are clean, which is I like because we can do something about it. Okay, any video that is opening should be opening with your logo channel so that you can gain the copyright to that video and no one else can use that. Right now, your videos are like in open market. It's an open sea.
it's a bit
Anyone can download your video and put it to their channel. Is that
nice.
making sense?
Wow, it can go that far. Like they're able to take these videos right now and just put them on their own
We put
channel.
yes,
That's nice. So that
yes.
means that more people have access to it.
More people can have access to it,
No problem.
right? And this is what I want. This is what I want you to think about, right? I know that you don't want to make money from this channel. Okay, I'm not thinking about making revenue from this YouTube channel. What we are after is something we are focusing on educating people who want to learn more. There are thousands of people, millions of people who are willing to understand, but they have lack of resources. They don't go to the imam in their nearby masjid. They don't do that. They don't go to their nearby mosque, right? They don't have people who can actually give them the light of Quran. There are always people who are actually, backstepping them. So, okay, and people have a lot of bad impact on that. Muslims are all terrorists. This is what we have been hearing for let's say, for example, after 9/11, even more, right? So Muslims are known by their actions, not by just their words. We have to tell people about what Islam is by our actions.
Hmm. This is very interesting. So
So
what I'm
yeah,
asking, in terms of, so you would do modification to this amount of videos? That's a lot of videos.
no. I'm not saying that. I haven't created your package keeping in mind that I will be editing your videos. It's not about like how many videos are there. It's about a lot of work and time, and a lot of work and time is required to edit these videos. It might be sound when it comes to the sound effects that you have over there, which means that you're reciting Quran. You're providing your own voice over here. Is that right? I believe it's you because I talk to you on phone and I see and hear your videos. I think I'm just thinking and guessing that it is your voice,
Well, you
isn't it?
got you got Muhammad the Gambian, Muhammad. So
Yeah.
I mean, and then there's recitation there, yes, but then there's what is this? Some lecture on leadership, and then there's also something in a different language altogether. Um, there is military jargon, a lot of military jargon here too. Yeah, there's the Quranic recitation, but then there's also some teaching courses going on as well. So you mean to tell me, well, there are other people here too. I mean, I see other pictures of other people. So you're saying that's all one person?
Yeah, I mean, the one video I'm looking at right now is, is something that it just started for like a minute or 30 seconds, and I see one person's voice over here.
Oh, well, I don't
This
know
is what
which.
I hear at the
Well,
moment.
I mean, there are a few videos there that are just one person, so I'm not sure which one you're referring to. It could be me. It might be.
Okay. 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 So what I'm talking about here and what my packages reflect is optimizing your channel and profiling your channel, right? This is what I'm actually talking with you right now in this regard. Video editing is something that I do, and I will require ample amount of time for ample amount of videos you have, and I could edit it, make sure that it falls under your channel, so you get all the credit. And I know that you're not offered that money that will come after monetization. I'm talking about you get visibility of your own channel as well. So people who want to share word of mouth about your channel, they can just simply share the link, and there we go. We can talk about healthy discussions. We can build a community, and then we can share the recitations. We can share the references we have on your channel as a video link. Simple as that.
Well, I'd love to explore everything that you're saying, but
Consider this: people, don't complete their sentences, and there's one place. Uh, let's say, for example, I hope you don't mind, and my Lord wouldn't mind if I do a little bit of manipulation of words mistakenly, but I want to make a sense that actually makes sense to you as well. In the place Quran says, "Don't go to the mosque." That sentence is incomplete, and what other people do is they give reference for this special ayah, and they give reference that people, okay, don't go to mosque. Actually, it's an incomplete verse. The complete verse is, don't go to mosque if you are not in the right condition, which could be anything. That you might be dirty, or you might be not in a proper way that you can go and perform mass, right?
right.
So the sense that you're trying to make, we need to have complete sense on what we're trying to achieve here, and then only then
Let me
we can go ahead and
let me I'm gonna butt in for a little bit about something. Um,
okay.
See, there's something very important in which people have, most people, because whenever the Quran says most, أكثر الناس, most human beings, most of mankind, whenever that is mentioned, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is referring to those who do not accept, those who reject. He's referring to those who have left the path, the correct path in which He has prescribed. But the smaller parties, they usually are, the believers. They usually are the ones. Now,
Honestly,
yes, and the biggest problem is the lack of understanding of the Quran. There is a video, and this is the biggest issue is the misconceptions that we have about the directives, because this is the message that is to us. If you misunderstand or you miscommunicated the message, then how is it possible for that message to be followed? So as you mentioned earlier, all Muslims are terrorists, because of the fact that majority of Muslims, most Muslims do not know the message of the Quran. They don't know it, period. And
That is why.
I'll give you an example. I mean, most Muslims today have an elementary level of Quranic education at best. You'll have, a Muslim quoting the very first ayah of the Quran, but not understanding the meaning of it. If you don't understand the meaning of the very first ayah, you've been Muslim all your life. Just think about it. I mean, this is a problem.
Exactly.
This is worse than than a plague. This is an
It is.
intellectual plague that has taken away, and reestablishing it is due or well beyond due, and that's the situation as it stands. That's why it's a Quranic revolution, because the mind,
We
the
have
intellect.
ahadiths from Sahih al-Bukhari, and uh, lots of them are there, and them where Rasulullah said that there will be a time. There will be a time where the scholars will be held responsible at the day of resurrection about what they did. So here he was actually trying to explain that there will be fake scholars. There will be people who will call them scholars and the representative of Islam, and what their life would be. They won't be doing anything like being a real Muslim, right?
Well,
This is what I this,
there's
what we have
no
been
there's
looking at this time.
there's definitely yeah, but and realize that just as you quoted this hadith, the Quran clarified it, substantiated the correctness of it, and refuted that in which was not correct of it a long time ago. The Quran itself,
Right.
you understand, like the Quran itself is what has been completely and utterly just abandoned and neglected, following its message, understanding what it's saying to begin with. Again, when you have,
Exactly.
you have Muslims who've been Muslims all their lives and they cannot spell the Shahada. What is the Shahada? Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan
Yes.
Rasulullah. How do you
The
spell it?
second kalma. Yeah.
How do you spell it? How do you spell it? Like, yeah, you're saying it, but do you really know how to pronounce it correctly? Do you really understand what it means to live by it? Do you really focus on, that in which it commands you to do, what it abides you to do? This is a covenant with your
Exactly.
maker. Do you really understand it? Do you really know how to
Exactly.
apply it? And it's
Um,
applicable. So the question again is, how well do we know the message that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave to us in order for us to relate it to those who are in need of it just as much as we do? It's that simple. There's the love in the Quran, and that's the real secret of the Quran, that
Absolutely.
it's full of love, no
Absolutely.
matter who the person, no matter.
I can't agree more.
And as you mentioned, from the top of the heaven to the bottom, the lowest part of the earth, the Quran, has mercy for all of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's creation. This is the point.
Consider this. Consider this. We have same Lord that was for Muhammad, that was for
Alayhi
Musa, that was
salatu
for
wassalam.
Isa, that was for Dal. We have the same Lord, right? He's the same. He's the same God. He's our Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, right? He's the same one.
Mm.
At that time, people have a different level of belief. That's what differ. Um, you know, people nowadays and
Well,
people at that time.
there's a reason for that. Believe me, there's a reason for
There is.
that. Now, let me tell you right now, before I forget, the reason for that is the lack of understanding of one quarter. If only you knew one quarter of the Quran that talks about the life after death. Only if you knew, you would believe so well. You'd become. No, listen. In
They
one
listen
night,
to
I
the
assure you,
they only listen to their part where they find it like more fascinating. They always talk about 72 virgins. They don't
listen,
talk about hellfire,
listen,
right?
listen. One, if they go to the Quran, they will see it all. That's what I'm telling you. The pure part is the Quran.
Exactly.
One night, if
Right.
you gave one night to it, by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you'll turn out a believer tomorrow. No question. Imagine the best of mankind got gray hair because of the fact that the Quran was revealed to him talking about the adhab, just the adhab. Imagine you and me.
Oh my word.